Hey guys, welcome to week 6 of the NFL picks against the spread. Before I start the video, like, subscribe, comment on the video. Quick recap from last week. Week 5 was a good week. We went 3-0. First perfect week of the year. We had the Rams minus 2.5. We took the Steelers. They're about a 1.5 point favorite. And then the Saints minus 2. They all won. They all covered. And we got the 3-0 week. Season total is now 12-7 on the season. Now heading into week 6, I'm not gonna lie, this is a very tough week. Tread lightly this week. Bye weeks this week, so 14 games instead of 16. But more than that, it's just I look at these games and I'm like, wow, these games are tough. Like, for me, like there's some games that I was looking at, just couldn't pull the trigger on. I don't know. Like for me, I don't think I've ever had a winless week. Like going 0. I usually pick at least 3 games. I haven't had an 0-3 week. All last year and obviously not this year. And I've been able to avoid those bad weeks. And this week I'm like, geez, if I went 0-3, I just wouldn't be surprised and I wouldn't even be angry because it's such a hard week. I'm having a hard time with these games, but I have 3 games today I'm going to go through, and hopefully we can get these wins, but it's not going to be pretty. Like I look at some of these games, I'll share my opinions on some other games that I didn't bet and I was looking at. So for instance, like the Cleveland and the Cleveland Arizona game, that was one when it first came out. It was Cleveland minus 2.5, and I was like, I liked Cleveland, and then that got bet up to 3.5, and then I was thinking, I'm like, okay, I missed the key number there, but originally I thought Cleveland could win by margin, so I'm like, okay, does a 3.5 really matter? But then Cleveland has so many injuries. They have cluster injuries on defense. Chubb's not going to play on offense, and I just think they're banged up right now. And Arizona looks good. I don't want to step in the way of Arizona right now. And then with Cleveland, I mean, last week scoring 42 points. I don't think they turned over the ball. To score over 40, not turn over the ball, and still lose is concerning. And they're just don't seem like a healthy team right now. And to lose Chubb that's tough. So I mean, undefeated Cardinals team catching 3.5 points. But again, on the Arizona side of things, it's a tough game because you feel like Cleveland's going to get back on track in this game. And Arizona is bound to lose at some point. So, but just a tough game. Chargers in Baltimore, I don't know. Tough game. Really tough game. The Detroit Lions, I was like, okay, Cincinnati's 3.5 points. Like, I don't know. Detroit, they at least fight every week. So I was really looking at taking Detroit plus 3.5. But Detroit, they're a team that I never bet in Detroit games on or against them. You never know what you're going to get with that team. And I can't trust the Lions, even at plus 3.5. Tough one there, but I mean, I would lean Detroit if I was to bet that game. I would lean Baltimore against the Chargers. I would lean Arizona against Cleveland. I would lean the Raiders against Denver, like plus 4, but same thing, because the Raiders, not a reliable team. I don't know how they're going to respond after Gruden resigned. The teams usually rebound and play really, really well the first game after a coach is fired. But they're a team, it's hard to trust the Raiders, and Denver, I really don't know who they are right now. Minnesota and Carolina, who are these teams? Minnesota plays up to their opponents, down to their opponents. Carolina was 3-0 to start, they're 3-2 now. Like, it's hard to know where these teams are at. So all these games, I'm just like, I have no idea. You can make cases both ways. But those are just, leans, I guess, for those games if you guys were looking at those games. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any other ones that I can think of. I think that was it. Like, I would lean Jacksonville. Like London gets no games. They got Miami and Jacksonville this week, and last week they have the Jets and the Falcons. Like, brutal games in London. I would lean Jacksonville, I guess, plus 3.5 if you can get it. Yeah, tough. So these are my 3 games, and it's not pretty. Like, even the 3 I picked, they're so ugly. Like, I typically like betting home dogs, small home favorites, a road dog, even small road favorites. but I don't like taking big favorites. Either way, home and on the road, especially on the road. I don't like taking big road favorites. But I am picking a home fairly good size favorite, -5.5, and that's the Green Bay Packers at the Chicago Bears. Again, I don't like betting these type of games, right? 5.5 points, division game, road team. But Chicago to me is just complete, like, they're shit. Like, Chicago for the last couple of years, they beat bad teams. They lose against good teams. Green Bay is a really good team. I don't know how Chicago stays within a touchdown in this game. Like, their offense, they beat the Raiders last week. Okay, they beat the Raiders, but there was a lot of stuff going on in Vegas that we didn't know about at the time. And it's not like Justin Fields is lighting it up. They have the running backs injured. They don't have a great quarterback. It's Green Bay. They can get chunk yardage. Chicago can't do that. I just think the Packers go in here and just wax the Bears. Like, again, I don't like laying points, these many points on the road in a division game, but there's only one way I can look at this game, and I'm going to take Green Bay -5.5. Game 2, another division game, and I'm going with another big favorite. Again, not in my comfort zone in my style of betting. Last week was kind of like what I like doing, right? Taking a small home favorite like Pittsburgh, small road dog like the Rams, small road favorite like the Rams and the Saints. That's the way I like to bet. And I'll take the dogs, bigger dogs when necessary. But man, this is a big home favorite, and that's the Indianapolis Colts -10 against Houston. And this is a situational bet for me. When I saw the Colts completely collapse last week against Baltimore, I said, okay, if the Colts lose this game, I'm just going to bet them blindly next week against Houston. The Colts are 1-4. Their season's all but done at this point. But this team is better than their 1-4 record. They fight. They're in every game. Houston's a train wreck. Like, Houston's just not a good team. And I just think this game has like 27-7, 27-10 written all over it. I like Indianapolis. It's a big number, but the Colts, they're going to come out here and they're going to be angry the way they played last week. Houston's a dumpster fire. Give me the Colts -10. Last game, I'm going to the Sunday night game. Again, not super comfortable. Seattle, Pittsburgh. I'm going to go with Seattle +5.5. Injured player theory here. Russell Wilson's out. Geno Smith is going to be playing. Usually that first game with the quarterback, the team can rally behind them. This game worries me a little bit just because Seattle's defense is very bad. And Pittsburgh does have some weapons on offense, even though Juju Smith is out for the season. They have a really good running back. They still have a deep wide receiver, talented wide receiver core. But Ben isn't great. And I know Seattle's defense is bad, but this is a game I think they get up for. They've had 10 days to prepare. They're getting 5.5 points. Give me the Seahawks in this game. I just think Seattle is I know Russell Wilson's out, but I think Seattle is just a better team all around than Pittsburgh, even with their backup quarterback. I think the Seahawks do enough in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if they won the game, so I'm going to take Seattle +5.5. Those are my 3 bets, guys. Again, not a comfortable week. I very rarely feel this way going into a week, but these games are nasty, and I could easily just pick, take Baltimore by a field goal, take Cleveland by a field goal, but these are really tough games. So in the early games, I need chalk. Packers -5.5, Colts -10. If I can get through those 2 games, I got Seattle, the Sunday night game, +5.5. Those are my 3. Let's keep it rolling, guys. Good luck heading into a very difficult week 6.